we have Terra Luna, symbol LUNA, versus the dollar, and I'm still looking at this one as a long-term breakdown here with the targeted region somewhere between about 44 to 46 and a quarter or so before the next like macro bounce in this case. Until then, short-term timeframes like a 4 hour, as you did request, are actually in the process of breaking down right here. It does look like there might be one more bounce back up to $60, maybe even as much as $65. But as long as this thing is below $70, I do look at the path of least resistance as further to the downside. We're looking at the 4 hour momentum oscillators. We see 4 hour BBWP is getting up there, so I don't think that this current move has, you know, doesn't really have the setup to continue from here. Is kind of my take on this one. Probably more likely to bounce in the short term. 4 hour RSI bearish, yes, but short term could be a little bit of a corrective bounce into the shallow 60s. That's fine. My main points on this one is I remain bearish on it below $70 with targets lower. Higher term timeframes like a 5-day are in, I wouldn't say this free fall, but very likely do come down lower somewhere around the 55, which is also in line with that technical target. And weekly could show some more long-term downside. Monthly does have some bearish divergence right there, but I don't trust it too much just yet. And weekly, do we have any bearish divergence right here? Yeah, we have 1, 2, 3 drives come off the highs, and 5-day, same thing, already confirmed as well. So I do think this one still has lower to go on the higher term timeframes. Short term timeframes might bounce in the interim. I don't really have a strong opinion on that. My strong opinion is on the higher term timeframes in this case, and the invalidation above $70. Above $70, yeah, we start to talk about big moves back up, somewhere between about $90, maybe even $100. But for right now, I'm a little bit more leaning towards long-term downside continuation before a potential major low has been put in. This is looking like the rolling hills of distribution with the left shoulder head and double right shoulder right here. So I do still think a little bit further down, to be fair. I'm curious to see if it looks the same or has the same sort of indications over here on our stochastic momentum. Let's see what the daily has. The daily is still nosediving below $65.50, which is currently trading more than $12 below right now, so that's not great for a short-term bounce. Actually, 2-day is nosediving as well. 5-day is mega wrecked. Weekly is omega wrecked. Yeah, that's not great. So if it does bounce short term, I think it's just that, a bounce. Again, can very easily come back up into the shallow or even mid $60 region and not do really anything of particular note. So hopefully that was helpful, and there you go for that.